Hi guys, my name's Rachel and welcome to my first video on this channel. So this channel is mainly going to be about plants and plant care and stuff like that. If you have any ideas on what types of videos you would like me to do, please feel free in the comment section below. Leave me some ideas. And today I'm going to start off with a houseplant tour of my spare bedroom because I got a lot of plants. Let's go! Got some dogs. Can you help me film the video? Don't mind the light, it gets kind of dark in here, especially this time of year, so I'd throw that ring light up. But this is what it looks like, just a quick little pan of the room. And even over here, I got pictures of plants too, because real plants apparently just aren't enough. So up here on my dresser, I have a ZZ plant, and this is literally probably one of the easiest plants you can have. I water this probably like once a month. I forget about it a lot because it's up here by itself with no other plants. And it's actually put out a lot of new growth since I bought it. But yeah, it doesn't need much light. It just gets a little bit of, it doesn't get any direct sunlight, but it just gets a little bit throughout the day from this east-facing window. Yes, east-facing. And yeah, it's pretty happy. These thrive on neglect for sure. And the next plant that I have in here, this is my Philodendron Hope, also known as the Philodendron Sellum. I think that's how you say it. And I've had quite the battle with this plant. I rescued it from a grocery store around here called Tops. I don't know if any of you have heard of that. But it was in pretty bad shape. It had thrips when I first got it. So it took a few months of battling thrips to get rid of them, but I haven't seen them in a long time. So I think it's gone. It looks a lot happier. This is the newest leaf it put out. And I've had this probably for about 8 months. And when I first got it, for the first like 3 months, it was not doing anything. And I ended up watching a video from Harley G where she talked about doing a hydrogen peroxide bath to it. And I did that just to see if it would kickstart some new growth. And that's when it put out these 2 leaves for me. But yeah. And also, I noticed, I'm wondering if I can get some video on here. They get some of these bugs in here. Yeah, you can see them. They get these like little crawly bugs. They're like almost like little millipedes. I know that they're harmless. They stay in the soil. They're not gonna go out and get in any of my other plants. And also, from what I've researched, they do good for the plants. They eat all the bacteria and fungus. So I'm not too worried, and I'm not going to harm any bugs, especially ones that are doing good. So I'm gonna let those live there and be. Thank you, little buggies. On my little makeshift IKEA shelf, I call it, because I have no IKEA around here. And I wanted an IKEA shelf for like the longest time, but it's like $50 to order from there, and I wasn't gonna do that. And the closest one is like 5 hours from me. So I ended up finding this one at Target. It was the closest thing to it. And I'm actually pretty happy with it. I've had it for a few weeks now. It's definitely better than the setup I had before. The setup before definitely was not as aesthetically pleasing. But let's start down here. I have a heartleaf fern that is not very happy. I've had this for probably about 6 months, and it just recently started really declining. I had to cut a lot of it back. It was like a huge 6-inch pot. But these things, it's like if you do not water them like every 2 days, this happens. Like they curl up to a crisp and they yellow out. And I went on vacation about 4 months ago, I want to say, to Portland. And I forgot to have my friend water this for me while I was gone. So yeah, I'm still trying to rescue it from that trip, but we'll see. I'm not too hopeful, honestly, for this one. And next I have this little cutting of an arrowhead that I'm trying to resurrect. My aunt gave this for me for my graduation because it meant a lot to her. It was from my cousin's funeral, this plant, so I'm really trying hard to keep this alive. I took a lot of cuttings. They smoke a lot in their house, so when I got this, it smelled straight up like smoke, and I put it in water, and the water straight up turned black. So yeah, just trying to get that one acclimated and back to normal. Hopefully that's going to be happy and thriving for me, since it means a lot to me. This next one over here is a nerve plant, a Fittonia, the green one. I love this. This one is so dramatic. You'll probably see my friend post a lot of videos of this one where it just will completely collapse down, and then we'll water it, and like within an hour it bounces right back up. It's a drama queen. And then back here I got some propagation cuttings. And it's winter, so it's probably going to take a while for them to actually do something. But I got a little philodendron Scindapsus. And what else we got in here? A clipping of my money tree fell off, so I'm just gonna see if it's gonna root. I'm not sure if it's going to, but I'm trying to stay hopeful. And I believe I got a little pothos cutting in here too. Yeah, a little pothos. Yeah, a little bit of everything. This one I got from my hairdresser. I had a whole bunch of grandpa sweaters from my dad, so I brought them over for her to look through them. So we exchanged some sweaters for some plant cuttings. All right, here we got a little bit of a arrowhead, and she gave me some Transcantia, wandering dude, people call it. So yeah, just waiting for those to root up. Actually, I think the roots are pretty good on this one. I probably could, yeah, I could totally pot this up soon. It's just I'm very weary about potting things up in the winter, so I kind of want to wait at least maybe until March, so maybe another 2 months before I pot those up, just because I want to give them their full fighting chance. And back here, I have a Christmas cactus. I think Christmas cactus or Thanksgiving cactus. I'm not very good at telling the difference. If any of you know, please let me know in the comments below, because I've been calling it a Christmas cactus, but who knows? Who knows? Maybe you know. Maybe you can help me. And then up here, I have a clipping of a Monstera Adansonii, and it's putting out this new little leaf for me. I'm so excited about that one. And I have my fuller version downstairs that I took the clipping from. And then I just ordered this last week. I'm so excited about it. It's a polka dot plant. My last two, it did not fare too well. A lot of the bottoms just kind of like rotted out, the bottom leaves, so I clipped those back, and it just looked so bare on the bottom. So I tried to propagate the top ones, and the propagations just didn't stand. So I ordered this new one, and it's so much prettier than my last one though. It's got like the white and the pink, so I'm very stoked about this. Hopefully this one stays happy. And this one I believe is also a Tradescantia. I'm not sure what kind, because it looks a lot different than the cuttings that my hairdresser gave me, so I still gotta do some more research on that. And I guess got a little spider plant back there, just doing its thing. It's been there for a while. I'm getting some new growth in the top, but I'm sure when spring comes along, it'll push out a lot more. And then back here, we got a Peperomia Hope. And this one, at one point, I cut off right about here. I cut off, and then it put out these new growths. So I think I'm gonna, once it gets spring and this one pushes out a little bit more, I'm gonna take a cutting from here, just that way it'll stimulate more thick growth, because it looks like it puts out about 3 leaves now per growth spot when I cut it. So I think that might be what I do next. Keep it growing, keep it full. And then back here I have my Peperomia Aluminum. Just doing its thing. It's happy. Right there by the window. Up here I have a button fern, and I guess this one isn't even really a fern from what I read. It's just called a button fern. But I've been treating it like it's a fern. I've been keeping it moist and giving it dapple sunlight, and it seems to like that. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing that. And then over here, this is another one that I ordered along with this polka dot plant down here. A neon philodendron, or the lemon lime philodendron. Yeah, I don't know, this one wasn't too happy when I opened it. It seems like the leaves were really like squishy feeling when I unboxed it. So I repotted it up immediately because they shipped it bare root. And it feels a little more tough, like it's hardening out, so that's good. So it looks like it's getting there, it's acclimating, which is what I like to see. And back here, these two, I just took a piece of this one and put it in its own little pot because I didn't have a pot big enough for all of it. But this is the Peperomia Teardrop, I believe. And it's variegated. Let's see if I can show some of that variegation on here if it wants to not be blurry. Yeah, look at that variegation. I love these, they're so cute, and I guess they're really easy to propagate. So once summer comes along, I'll take some cuttings and I'll propagate these and maybe make it like a thicker, fuller plant instead of being so tall, because I think these get pretty leggy. Back here I have another peperomia, and this one's the peperomia pixie. And I love this, and look, it actually started flowering for me. I didn't know what these were at first. I thought they were more growth. I was like, why are they so long and stringy? And then I looked up, and this is apparently how peperomias flower. Very strange. It's like almost like an Area 51 plant. Very alien-like. I don't know. Not really my cup of tea, but it means it's happy and it's thriving, so I'll take it. And back here I have my Philodendron Prince of Orange. I absolutely love this. I got this over the summer, and all winter it's been pushing out new growth. That's the newest leaf. It's kind of a little wonky looking. It did that weird like stepsister Cinderella when she tries to like stick her foot into the slipper and it's all like wonky looking, like that's what it started to look like when it was pushing out a new leaf. So hopefully this ends up straightening out a little more. We'll see. You know, sometimes philodendrons do that. They like push out leaves really wonky. But it's happy other than that. And then over here, these are cuttings from my big plant that I have downstairs. My Scindapsus pictus, and it just seems very happy and lush and full. And maybe over the summer we'll get some trailing on that. I'd like to see it just trail down the side right here. Short people problems. So up here is my Jade Pothos, and I love this one. It was so small when I first got it like 5 months ago, and it's grown all this extra growth, and it's trailing all the way down to here. I love it. It's happy and healthy. And then over here, I think this is pronounced cycladum? I don't know, something like that. It's like CYCLAUM, maybe. But this one usually flowers in the early winter flowers. I think it's done flowering for a while. So it's just gonna be these little leaves for a while. But yeah. It's so beautiful when it flowers. It actually looks a lot thicker and fuller when it flowers, but I think it's dormant now. I'm just trying to keep it alive, hopefully for next season. And then up here I have some propagations I'm working on, some arrowhead I took from my mama plant that you'll see in a minute. Got some Maranta, some prayer plants assorted, all sorts of different ones. Yeah, it looks like got some arrowhead and some Maranta in these. Sometimes I forget what I even have up here as propagations, because you don't have to really do anything. You just have to remember at least once a month to like change out the water, as long as it doesn't completely evaporate. Over here I got my little aloe. It's grown so much since I got it. I got this one like maybe 3 months ago, and it was like as tall as like this little center one right here. You can see that. And there's only a few of them, so it's grown a lot. Back here I got my money tree that I recently unboxed from the sill, which I'll probably post that video soon after this one. We'll see. Last time I ordered from the sill, my money tree was not happy for long, so. And I cannot remember for the life of me the name of this one. It's like a Ming tree or something. M-I-N-G, I'm not sure. I love it, it's so cute. Oh, I definitely gotta give it a water. Kind of forgot about it back there. But yeah, it's cute. Reminds me of like the Adirondacks or something. Oh, this was, I wish I should have recorded this a week early. This plant was so beautiful a week ago. All the buds recently just fell off. This is, I can't remember the scientific name for it, but it's basically like a vining version of the African violet. And like you can see all these little strings right here. There are these beautiful purple buds on them. It was absolutely gorgeous. Oh, I really should have recorded this week early. It was so gorgeous. And up here I have some cuttings from a ficus, oh man, what's it called? Creeping fig. That's a type of ficus. And then down here I have my Ficus benjamina. I call him Benjamin, and he's doing pretty good. And over here I have a little coffee plant. I had to cut a bit of it back just because there was a draft at one point. I realized the window wasn't shut all the way, and a lot of these turned really crispy from the cold draft. But other than that, it's happy now. This whole top section's all nice, shiny, soft. This is my mama plant for the arrowhead that I love to take cuttings from. This has grown so much too. This was just like a tiny little 2-inch pot. Kid you not, there's like 3 leaves on it. 2-inch pot, probably 6 months ago. And I already have all of this growth. You can tell that I just recently rotated it. This side was the one that was facing the window because it loves to grow towards sun. But yeah, it's big, happy, and healthy. And then down here is one of my Aglaonemas, the Silver Bay, I believe it's called. Yeah, they're one of the easiest freaking plants to take care of. So easy. They're like indestructible. Water like maybe once every 2 weeks, if I remember. And it's just happy. And it puts out all this new growth for me all winter long. It's like dormancy. What's that? I don't believe in that. And down here, this is my, what are you? You are a, I know what you are. Why can't I think of the word? It's like the second the camera's on, I can't think of the word. You're an anthurium. This is a flowering anthurium, and it hasn't flowered since the summer, which I don't expect it to until next summer. I definitely give it enough light, so there's no doubt that it'll flower again in the summer months. It had these big, beautiful red flowers, which you probably saw in my plant video that I did on the Vegan Zombies channel. Yeah, we called it the Area 51 plant because it looked like little alien flowers. But yeah, I love this. Honestly, I even really like it without the flowers just because these leaves are just so beautiful by themselves. They're just like little heart-shaped leaves. So aesthetically pleasing to any environment you put them in. They are beautiful. And next I have this Birds of Paradise. This is the first Birds of Paradise I've ever had. I just bought it like 2 weeks ago from Home Depot. And I didn't want a big one just because I don't have a lot of room in my house, and I don't even feel like I really have the adequate light. I probably shouldn't have gotten this. I don't have the adequate lighting that these call for. I know that they want like almost direct sunlight. They want a crazy amount of light. And that's really the only way you'll get them to flower too. And I know it takes a few years before they'll even consider flowering, but I thought take a small one, give it a try. I'm putting it here for now, but once I clear up I'm in the middle of reorganizing a lot of my plants and my collection. So once I can find some room by a south window, I think that'll be its permanent home. But for now, we're just leaving her right here. Hello. Next over here are my pink plants. I just don't have anywhere to put these yet, so they're just kind of all sitting over here. They just happen to all be pink. It's funny. So this one is a new one I just got. I absolutely love this. It is also a arrowhead plant, and it's the pink variety. I believe it's called the mango one, maybe? Mango arrowhead? I'll have to look it up, but oh, I love this. It's so beautiful. I can't wait for this to grow even bigger and take cuttings and just cover my house in pink arrowhead. I love it. And over here is one of my pink Aglaonemas. I don't know the specific variety name. I just know that it has some pretty pink and green, and it's putting out some new growth for me. This was a rescue from Lowe's. I had to cut back almost half the plant because they hadn't watered in God knows how long. This was like, they were just like all the way down, just dropped completely down. So I cut it back, cut up all the crispy pieces, repotted it, gave it good water, and this is what I have left of it. I'm not complaining. I got this for $1.50. They gave me a discount since it was dead. So I'm happy because this plant is about 4 months old now. So it's definitely happy and thriving now. It's putting out new growth. So glad I only spent $1.50. Over here is another Aglaonema, and this is the pink Dalmatian. I love, love, love this one. I love like the very light baby pink that it has. It's just so cute. I love it. And up here is my Schefflera, my umbrella tree, and this just will not stop growing. It loves light, so that's why I keep it. This is a south window right here, so I keep it directly next to a south window, and it loves it. It just keeps pulling towards the window. And over here I have a Dieffenbachia, a Dumcane, and it's happy, it's thriving. Doesn't really do much. You don't have to do much to it either anyway. I probably water it once every 2 weeks, and it usually lets me know. It'll start to crow down when it needs to be watered. And yeah, it's a communicator. We all love a good communicator. And this is a bird's nest fern, I believe. I have another one that's like similar to it too. I know there's like a few different varieties of different types. But yeah, this is one of my bird's nest ferns. And this I got from my manager at the yoga studio that I work at part-time. And she was moving, so she gave me her jasmine plant, and it's just so beautiful. I love it. And it's got this little trellis right here, and it just vines out. And I'm so excited for the summer for this thing to flower, to bloom. I heard that they smell amazing, so I'm so excited for that. See? Oh, hi! Oh, hi! Alright everybody, thank you for watching. I will be doing some more houseplant tour videos in the future. I just thought it'd probably be better to break them up into a few. That way it's not like an 1.5 hour long video, because I got a lot of plants. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my channel. I will be doing a lot more videos in the future that are houseplant related. And if you have any ideas at all on what types of videos you'd like me to do next, please, in the little comment section below, leave me some ideas on your thoughts, your criticisms, and how I'm doing. This is my first video, so I might look back at this in the future and be like, what the hell are you doing? But, all right, I'll see you in my next video. Bye! Say bye!